Hello fun people, I'm Isaac Carlson, and this Thanksgiving, Disney's 60th feature animated film, Encanto, is coming to theaters. And there's actually a lot to be excited about this month. It's also the start of the holiday season. Eternals is coming to theaters this weekend. I'm actually driving to Milwaukee to see it in IMAX, and Disney Plus is having a whole celebration where they'll probably tell us about a lot of new movies and shows that we'll get to see in the future. This isn't financial advice, but it's probably a good time to buy Disney stock. But before all of that happens, I want to discuss Encanto's family tree. In a similar way to how Coco created a new beloved Hispanic family with the Riveras, the same appears to be underway for the Madrigals in Encanto. And I think it could be helpful to explain this big family so you have a little bit of background on who everyone is and how they relate to one another before you see the film. Now, at the top of the Madrigal family tree is of course the matriarch of the family, Abuela Alma. She was the person who found the magic candle that created her family's casita and granted her descendants magic. She was married to and had 3 children with Abuelo Pedro, who seems to have most likely passed away before the events of Encanto. That living, miraculous, and magical home was where Abuela Alma raised her 3 children, although the only 2 who remained close to her over time were her 2 daughters. There was Pepa, who can manipulate light and water around her to create rainbows, and Julieta, who can heal people with her food. Her son Bruno, on the other hand, has the ability to see the future, and he's said to be estranged from the Madrigal family. Currently, all we know is that his honest predictions about the future led to him becoming an outsider to the point where there's 2 family trees that are circling around the internet right now. One that features him in the center of his family and another that doesn't. I'm sure this will be a mystery that gets explored a lot more in the film, especially since one of Julieta's children will probably be able to relate with feeling like a weirdo in their own family. First though, let's talk about Pepa. She married a man named Felix, and together they had 3 children. Now, I think it's important to say that I don't believe any of the men who married into the family have powers themselves. Joining the family doesn't appear to give you magic, which is why the husbands don't have their own posters or their own doors featured in the casita. No, Dolores is Pepa and Felix's oldest child, and she seems to be able to have superhuman hearing abilities. She's also said to be pretty quiet and is the one who collects dirt on everyone around her. Then there's Camille, who is a shape-shifting teenager who can mimic the appearance of others and apparently is in the process of discovering who he is. And finally, there's the youngest, Antonio, who has the fun ability of being able to speak to animals. Abuela Alma's other daughter, Julieta, on the other hand, married Agustin. Their oldest child is Isabella, who is able to grow and control flowers around her. She's the beautiful, brilliant, smart, and pretty much perfect woman who is even engaged to the handsome Mariano. Then there's Luisa, who is the woman with super strength and massive muscles and is the tough and supportive sister of Mirabel. Mirabel is of course the main character of Encanto, is the granddaughter of Abuela Alma, and I believe she is the youngest daughter of Pepa and Agustin. She's the odd one out because she never received a magical gift and doesn't have the poise, refinement, and charisma of her older sisters. She resents feeling left out, not unique, and weird, which is why, for the most part, she gets along with her little cousin Antonio the best. And now, during the events of Encanto, she's going to get the chance to prove herself. When the magic of their casita begins to crumble, it'll be Mirabel who works to restore her family's home. Fun people, I'm looking forward to Encanto, and if you'd like to see more discussions about this film soon, consider subscribing. Also, I just wanted to say that if you have found any value from my videos and you want to see our community become the largest collection of Disney fans in the world, consider becoming a producer of the show on Patreon. Your support goes directly to paying people to help me and getting more equipment that all helps me make more videos. So hopefully we can get to the point where we're discussing more topics every week and making larger, more complex videos about things like the evolution of animation. To learn more about how you can help this channel become as great as it can be, click the link to Patreon down below. Thank you for watching, and of course, have a magical day.